how did you and Timbaland meet?
So the really cool, my little origin story with Timbaland, if you would like to hear, is that in 2001, you know, I put out my first album, Whoa Nelly, in 2000. And one song called Baby Girl, it's kind of like, ching ching ching, ching ching, it's like a vocal arrangement he did. Timbaland heard the song. And someone from the record company said, hey, Timbaland's a fan of yours. He wants to sample this song, but he'd also like to meet you. So right away, I was a huge fan. So I went to the studio, and we hit it off from the jump, like right away. It was like, I had to get in the booth, and I started singing over the song. I mean, he hadn't invited me to sing at that point. I just was like, I need to sing, turn the mic on. And then I was on the song, and it was a sample for Miss Jade, an artist he had at the time. And the song
I did not know that was it. So that was a sample of your original song.
It was.
I did not know that.
He sampled me.
Wow.
And then the story doesn't end there. I ended up touring with Miss Jade. I had her opening for me on tour in the U.S., and then Timbaland came for a little run, too. He did a Turn Off the Light remix. But in addition, that very first day, he goes, I want you to hear something. Sit down. And he played me Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
And no one had heard it.
Wow.
I was probably one of the first people to hear it. And he goes, Missy wants you on the remix. Can you go to, I'm sorry, but I don't remember the state we went. It was probably Virginia where we went to record it. And I remember I went with one of my best friends. I just flew there on my own. And I get to the studio, and Missy's like, hey, what's up? You know, I saw your video. I'm like a bird, and I was like, who's this girl in shell toes and like the Princess Leia buns? Like, this is so cool. You're like, I like your energy.
I feel like you started doing her sound effects to her, like beep beep. Did you do stuff like that?
I did.
Something tells me you did that.
Well, she just left me with the engineer. She's like, okay, I'm gonna sit out here. Here's my engineer, you know. And I sat in the studio, and I was like, okay, it's game time. I gotta hit this verse out of the park. And when I was coming up in Toronto, I would do this thing where I had too many lyrics, and I had to try to fit them all in the bars. So I had to come up with a way to sing rap them, you know? And so that's the style you hear on that record, that Get Your Freak On remix. So I'm in there, and I'm like, I gotta hit the other bar. She's gotta love it. Okay. And I just like, yeah, I just went for it. And then she did love it. So
She first verse you laid, she was like,
yeah,
oh, this is
That's
it.
it.
Done Deal Records. Yep.
Wow.